morning, gentlemen. I see there's quite a lot of gentlemen today. It is obviously a good day. It's fantastic to wake up in Hyderabad. Beautiful country, world-class city. Look at your city. It's an amazing, beautiful. Sky is clear. My name is Nelly Swa. I am the hub head for South African tourism. I am based in Mumbai. I look after South African tourism. And welcome this morning. Thank you very much. I'm going to make a very quick, have a very quick discussion, which is going to be very good. 2022 was a very good year for us. It was a very, very good year for us. We have seen an increase of 200% in terms of arrivals. This is very good. It shows that we are moving away from recovery. We're recovering quite fast, actually, and we're sustaining our growth. So, Hyderabad, what do the Hyderabadites do when they come to South Africa? All the travelers from here are amongst the top 5 out of India coming to South Africa. This is a good number for us, right? And of that number of the 200% that comes up, 49% of travel from Hyderabad is business. 49% of travelers coming out of Hyderabad is business travel. And then we break that further down into solo and which is a very good segment, which means that you're very adventurous for us. And we call it, there's a combination of solo and business and leisure. There's a very strong leisure travel segment that comes out of South Africa from India. What does India mean to South Africa? You're the 6th largest source market for South Africa. This is very good for us because we're seeing a humongous growth. The 200%, if we break it down, and the number of arrivals, we've got 2 major segments out of India, which is leisure and MICE or business. 43% of arrivals from India are what we call leisure arrivals, all the guys who come up to South Africa for adventure. South Africa has got about 3,000 activities, adventure activities. The biggest consumer of our activities is the Indian market. 41% is business that comes into South Africa, and they quite enjoy our country. Our country has so much to offer, from skydiving, shark diving, swimming with the sharks, wine tasting, wine making. Between January 22 to 23 to 20, as of January 2023 to June 2023, we are expecting a 59%, well, there is a 59% forward bookings. This is good. It means that there's a huge uptake on South Africa, and the numbers are looking incredible. So for us, this is going to, it's actually enforcing that the Indian traveler is a traveler that is matured and maturing, that is taking up South Africa very seriously in terms of travel. South Africa has just done a deal with Ethiopian Airlines. You can fly to South Africa now for 42,000 rupees, which is probably the cheapest we've ever had. Of that 42,000 rupees, you take off an additional 15%, therefore making the flight 35,000 rupees plus minus. And this is very good for us because we are making South Africa accessible through providing affordability through airline partnerships. We've just come out of a fantastic roadshow. We are in Hyderabad today. We were in Chennai. We were in Kolkata. From there, before that, we went to Satay. We spent 3 days with Satay, together with about 36 of the top travel offering companies coming from South Africa. We have about 36 tour operators, DMCs, and products that are sitting downstairs, showcasing South Africa in Hyderabad. And the reason we make sure that we are in Hyderabad is because if you're in the top 5, we have a responsibility to make sure that we bring South Africa to Hyderabad and showcase. We know that this market is very, very serious, particularly in the MICE segment. We've also gone out on a massive rollout of our mega hero campaign, which is called More and More. And if you look at it around the country, we've got billboards, which is outdoor, out-of-home advertising. We've also got digital advertising where we're showcasing South Africa. We're going to be selling the Ethiopian airline offer will be all over India, but it's also about the campaign. The campaign is called More and More, and the purpose of the campaign, why we've called it More and More, is to showcase that South Africa has so much more to offer than the normal and the average destination. South Africa has always been known as a destination that is associated with safaris, a destination that is associated with Table Mountain. Knowing this, we have a responsibility to make sure that we showcase the more in South Africa. So what is the more in South Africa? No matter where you go in South Africa, you will come across adventure. And adventure is not necessarily about jumping off a bridge. Adventure is not necessarily about really a quad biking. Adventure is about actually going down the Oribi Gorge. Adventure is about picking your grapes and making your own grape juice or your bottle of wine. Adventure is about that thing that makes you so excited that your adrenaline pumps up. So the more and more for us is about showcasing so much more than what is expected. But what is also fantastic about this More and More campaign, you will see that in most of the pictures that we've used, we've decided this year that we will be using Indian faces in our campaigns. And these are Indian faces coming out of India, not from South Africa. The reason is that we want to make sure that we continue to inspire the Indian traveler. What better way than to inspire it using Indian faces, Indian women, Indian youth, Indian millennials. So every single ad, about 90% of our visuals are visuals of Indians doing and enjoying South Africa in their own way. And even from our digital assets, when we do our social media campaigns, our digital campaigns, it is Indian young women with an Indian tone, speaking with sometimes within their own language and expressing and consuming South Africa. We also know that this market is very, very aspirational, and that is why we've decided to kind of move away from using just South African faces, but do about a 70-30 split. 70% of visuals is Indian faces, 30% will be a combination of South Africans coming from all walks of life. I'm not sure if I've missed anything. Right now, if somebody asked, and I know you'll probably ask this question, how long does visas take to process in South Africa? At this point in time, we're one of the fastest processing destinations. We take between 7 to 10 working days. What are the new activities or the new regions that we've brought in? Downstairs, we've got representatives from about 8 states across South Africa. South Africa has got 9 states. All the representatives from 8 states that are currently there, but selling all 9 states. We have Free State selling, which is one of the best new upcoming states. It is one of the only few states where you can actually go and in an hour you're in a different country. So you're able to consume 2 countries. But not only that, but you could also go skiing in South Africa, literally proper skiing within that state and in the surrounding. We also brought this year Limpopo, which is the home of Kruger National Park. 80% of Kruger National Park sits in Limpopo. We also have Northwest, where is Sun City, which is normally represented by the Sun City group, but we've got a representative that is from there. So we've tried to diversify as much as we can as possible. We've got Cape Town is in the house. We've got Gauteng, which is Johannesburg. So for us, it's important to showcase the better and best of South Africa. And that is why I'm hoping by the time we are finished here, you'll take the opportunity to go downstairs and meet some of the products. I'm not sure if there's anything that I've missed, but again, just to close off from my side, it is important that I make you understand India is a very important market for us. The travelers from India, we place a very high value. And I've said this before across the whole of India. If it were not for India, travel in South Africa would not be the same. We understand the Indian traveler. We make sure that we spend a lot of time understanding what the needs of the Indian traveler is. We try and spend a lot of time dissecting the research that the Indian traveler gives to us. What is it? When do they want to go to South Africa? What are they looking for? What are they actually doing? So that we always one step ahead. We also try to listen to the India traveler. Key for us is also growing the incentive business, which is the MICE sector of business travel. This is giving us a lot of high yields and a good return. Post this, Hyderabad will be going to Mumbai tomorrow. A week later, we'll be doing a roadshow in some various cities across India so that we could do corporate engagement to increase our engagement with the corporates who in turn will be booking incentive trips to South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, from Chennai, we say thank you very much for your support.